Good evening, everyone, and I want to welcome you to the 2022 State of the County Address. We are here to share with you, on behalf of the Commissioner Director and the entire Board of Commissioners of Middlesex County, the vision that this county has for its future initiatives and key programs for 2022. To begin the program, our first guest is the Chairman of the Carterets Veterans Alliance and a life member of the American Legion. Jorge Lisicky was elected VFW's Commander-in-Chief at the National Organization's 108th National Convention in 2007. In Vietnam, he served with the 2nd Battalion, the 35th Infantry, the 4th Infantry Division in the Central Highlands near Pleiku. He was awarded the Bronze Star, the Vietnam Star Medal, the Vietnam Campaign Medal, the Good Conduct Medal, and the National Defense Service Medal, among others. At this time, I ask you to please join us in welcoming Commander-in-Chief of the VFW and Vietnam veteran, Jorge Lisicky, in the salute to the flag of our country. George? And if we could all please stand.
Please join me in a pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
At this time, please welcome Isabella Sanchez and Joseph McKenzie, students of the Middlesex County Vocational School in East Brunswick, who will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Everyone, please take a seat. At this time, I'm pleased to share with you a recent project we undertook at Middlesex County. It's a retrospective, a look back as the county moves forward. This video tells the story of Middlesex County, along with its critical partners in the public, private, governmental, and educational components of this county, and how critical and how important it is for our commitment to serve our residents, and how we are positioning ourselves to continue to provide the very best in service to all of our residents. So at this point in time, please watch the video.
I'm Middlesex County Commissioner Director Ron Rios.
My name's Santhi Nara, and I am currently the Deputy Director of the Middlesex County Commissioner Board. My name is Mark McCormick. I'm the president of Middlesex College.
I'm Barry Ostrowski, and I'm the president of RWJ Barnabas Health.
My name is John Polomina. I'm the county administrator for Middlesex County. This is about a journey that we've been on for the last 10 years, with the dedication that we knew that there are no quick fixes.
We can't just think about what's happening now. We have to think about how can we plan for future growth, smart growth, and making sure that we're making the investments in the right businesses and sectors.
We recognize that good government makes good politics. My hope was to start to transform not only what we do, but the culture of how we do it.
I knew we had a lot of debt, and I wanted to bring that down. I said we have to make every effort to somehow cut that debt, make sure that we don't cut services. They're important programs and services that we provide.
We had to first make government work more like a business, understand the accountability we have to our shareholders, which are the residents. Second was to be able to introduce the technology to help people do their jobs more effectively. And the third is to really bring innovation and creativity. What we heard was, there was quality of service, but what are those services? There's a lot of lack of knowledge or understanding what the county's role in all that was.
I sat there thinking, why is it that I grew up here and I've lived here pretty much my whole life, and I never really paid much attention to the county? So we started talking about why is there that disconnect, that most people don't even understand what we do and who we are.
We have a lot to show, and we have a lot to offer, and we should let people know that.
About 3 years ago, we embarked on our marketing/rebranding story. And in order to do that effectively, we also had to bring the communications and public government affairs piece in together.
People can't understand the role of the county unless they see and hear how it impacts them on a visceral level.
And we felt that it was important to do that. Let's bring ourselves to another level. I want to make Middlesex County the best and the first to have any kind of program and services that's going to make lives better for our residents and visitors as well.
The marketing strategy was probably the most critical piece of getting us out to have the public recognize the best kept secret of who is Middlesex County and what role they play in my life.
We sat and we talked philosophically about what the county wanted to accomplish, and we have the benefit of a mission that aligns with effective government. Our mission is very simple: make the communities healthier. That's it. And so when I first met with the leadership of Middlesex County and I told them that's our mission, they said that's our mission.
I think the fact that you have a county that's focused on not just improving the lives of the residents in terms of the benefits of being in the county, the parks and the arts, but they want to make sure there are jobs here that attract people and that provide family-sustaining wages. That's a huge benefit.
And our marketing, it's working. It's helping our municipalities between bringing people in here to create a business or increase their business. It brings work for our workforce. It brings business to our restaurants and different entertainment venues.
We're proud to say that we have a AAA bond rating today. Our debt is reduced by 50% from where it was. We have the ability now to make annual investments of over $60 million without borrowing a single penny.
It's not that we weren't doing the work before, we just weren't making those connections. And I think more and more people are learning what the county government does.
The culture now is that we don't stop, we don't look back, we look forward. With our latest commercial, Leading Together, it's the fact that the leadership comes from each and every one of us in different ways. And if you could harness that, you get the very best out of everyone.
It's about getting Middlesex County's vision out there in the world. We want to be the place that residents know they can go.
I do believe that Middlesex County is leading together. Leveraging that diversity, leveraging the large amounts of opportunity is going to be a model for other counties.
We're here to make it better for the community, for all of us, for the people we serve. And the best way of doing that is leading together.
You lead by, in fact, encouraging people to be with you. Without trust, there's no progress. And without trust, there's no leadership. And so when you lead together, what you effectively do, in my view, is that you create a platform of trust so that the people you're leading feel as though they're actually a partner in the leadership.
I met a colleague recently, the new president of one of the community colleges in Pennsylvania, and when she heard where I was from, she said, "I've seen your ad." She said she'd never been to a place where the county featured the college in an ad. I think the fact that the county is broadcasting its feel and its mission, and we're included as part of that, is just huge.
It's really resonating and taking off like a wildfire. People from out of county were even saying, "Hey, I saw your advertisement. It was really good. I didn't know that you guys had this to offer."
When I got off the plane and I saw the Middlesex County ad, I'm laughing out loud under my mask, but I am proud.
I have a brother who's a surgeon up in Boston, and he called me one day and said, "Why am I seeing advertisements for Middlesex County on my local TV?" And I said, "Because we're aiming for you guys. People there need to know they can come here and they can have a better lifestyle, and the kind of jobs that you all have up there."
Advertising and marketing, to a great extent, is about building morale in your employees. I don't think anyone gets a kidney transplant because they saw a billboard. But if I work for that organization, I get to say, that's us. And I think it's the same with some of these things on the Middlesex County marketing. That's us. We're that county that has all these attributes.
And what's interesting is when you start building those little successes, it becomes contagious.
We want to support all our local businesses. We want to support the current residents. We want to bring in new families, new people. We want to do all of that, but we want to celebrate everything that we've been in the past and where we're going.
I can tell you that I think, and I'm familiar with many counties in New Jersey, and at the risk of making some friends into enemies, no county does it better than Middlesex.
And when we can work together, we can accomplish so much more. Instead of trying to isolate ourselves and doing things ourselves, it's really not productive. And that's why I believe that county government has a major role in making a positive difference in people's lives.
My name is John Polomina,
Santhi Nara.
Mark McCormick.
Barry Ostrowski.
Ron Rios.
and we're leading together. At this point in time, I'd like to just recognize some of the dignitaries that have joined us today, starting with our Board of Commissioners, Commissioner Charlie Kenny, Commissioner Chanel Scott Cullen, and Commissioner Charlie Tamaro. In addition, joining us is our County Clerk, Nancy Pinkin, our Surrogate, Clarabelle Cortez. Representing the State Assembly, we have Robert Garabinchak from the 18th, Sterling Stanley from the 18th, Speaker Craig Coughlin from the 19th, Yvonne Lopez from the 19th. We also have State Senator Linda Greenstein with us here as well from the 14th. We thank you all for joining us today. Representing the mayors from Middlesex County, obviously the host mayor, Mayor Dan Ryman, excuse me, and Carteret. Mayor, thank you very much for hosting us today. We have Mayor Brad Cohen from East Brunswick, Trina Jensen-Mara from Middletown, Mayor Kaba from Perth Amboy, Mayor Waller from Piscataway, Mayor Henry from South Amboy, Mayor Palmer from Spotswood. Also joining us today is our Executive Director from the IA, James Polis. And also joining us today for the first time as the new superintendent of our Middlesex County Vocational and Technical School, Jorge Diaz. Welcome. At this point in time, none of this would be at all possible without the support of the entire Board of Chosen Commissioners and the leadership of Commissioner Director Ron Rios. And I also want to speak highly of the staff that is here today representing Middlesex County in support of the Board of Commissioners for their continued execution of the plans and the vision that this board has laid out for 2022 and beyond. And at this point in time, I'm honored to introduce our Commissioner Director, Ronald Rios.
Thank you, John. Good evening. Thank you for joining me here in my hometown of Carteret. On behalf of the Middlesex County Board of County Commissioners, I am honored to be with you to share the state of our county. I'd like to begin by recognizing some people who are here today and whose support has been truly instrumental to the county's success over the years. Mayors and council members, state legislators, and other staff from state government, our partners at the federal level, members of our county boards, and finally our county staff. It is all of these partners leading together that make all this work. And in light of recent events around the world, including the turmoil in Ukraine, I would like to make a special recognition of our servicemen and women who are serving who have served to protect our freedoms. To our servicemen and women and veterans in the audience, can you please rise so we can recognize you and thank you for your service to our country. Middlesex County has been on a transformative journey over the last decade, centered on making strategic business decisions to improve our overall fiscal health and investing in the vital services we provide our residents, all laddering up to our Destination 2040 Master Plan. At our core, Middlesex County is committed to making decisions that enable us to offer services and launch programs that have a lasting impact on those who call and will call Middlesex County home. To do this work, a solid fiscal foundation is essential. Despite the pandemic and the economic challenges of the past 2 years, we grew our surplus fund to nearly $89 million and decreased our debt by more than $10 million. For the 21st year in a row, the county has obtained a AAA bond rating from S&P and Moody's, two of the world's foremost credit rating agencies. This rating allows the county to spend less taxpayer money when completing critical infrastructure projects such as roads, bridges, and signals. Those savings, along with our growing surplus fund, in turn, have allowed the county to support essential services while also investing millions in capital projects, including performing arts centers like the one we are enjoying tonight, parks, recreation and open space, as well as new game-changing programs for our residents, which I will share with you. We are proud to have achieved all of this while fighting the greatest public health crisis in a century. As Benjamin Franklin once said, and I quote, "Out of adversity comes opportunity," and the COVID pandemic is no exception. Born out of this crisis, the Biden administration's Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, as well as the American Rescue Plan, represent a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us to utilize substantial federal funding to invest in key infrastructure projects and jobs growth. In Middlesex County, our sound business strategies are paying off, as we are well positioned to put these funds to good use with the implementation of truly transformative ideas that will positively impact our community. Unlike other counties, we had the structure already in place to get our plans off the ground immediately once funds were made available. As always, we are and will continue to lead together with key partners across all levels of government, local, state, and federal, to make smart investments in critical areas such as education and health, which will provide profound opportunity for our residents for generations to come. While we may not see an immediate return on these investments, we will see long-term opportunities for our residents in expanded career and job opportunities and an improved quality of life. On the education front, we are making vital investments designed to strengthen and grow our college, our vocational technical schools, and our pipeline of talented, well-prepared workers who are ready to move into or advance in all industries, especially the life sciences, autonomous technology, and food innovation industries. Through the Destination 2040 strategic planning process, we are working closely with Middlesex College on their master plan. Beginning with the new name that was announced last year, we are developing a new vision and direction for the campus. We are nearing the end of this process, which will ultimately result in a complete re-envisioning of the college, both physically and programmatically. By the end of the year, in partnership with the Board of Trustees, we plan to announce major infrastructure changes to Middlesex College, including the addition of new physical structures which will bring academic, recreational, and community opportunities to the campus. All of these investments will enhance the student experience and elevate the college throughout the region. We are also looking closely at our county vocational technical high schools and making progress on a new vision that better serves our community and prepares traditional and adult learners for the future. This begins with the selection of Jorge Diaz as the new superintendent of schools after a national search conducted by the Middlesex County Vocational and Technical Schools Board of Education. Jorge began his term as superintendent just a few days ago, and he's here with us today. Jorge, please stand so we can welcome you. Thank you, Jorge, and welcome. We look forward to accomplishing great things together. A critical part of our holistic reimagining of our educational facilities involves bringing the college and our county voc tech school system into alignment. We will accomplish this in part by building more shared programming between the two. One example of these entities leading together can be seen in the progress being made in our partnership with the Cancer Institute of New Jersey and the newly named Jack and Cheryl Morris Cancer Center. Middlesex College President Mark McCormick and his team have been working closely with the leadership of the Cancer Institute to build a pipeline of students who will have access to opportunities from internships to full-time jobs at the Cancer Center. Our goal is to build a partnership that begins at the voc tech level, stretches to the college, and then ultimately extends into the workforce. A workforce that will be providing life-changing cancer treatment and research in state-of-the-art spaces. Our students will be in a prime position to take advantage of opportunities at the Cancer Institute with curriculum design underway for potential programs such as a nursing residency and for students to conduct research side by side with the staff at the Institute. This is a unique and exclusive opportunity for our students and for our community to contribute to this best-in-class facility. While I strongly believe in the value and importance of higher education, I believe just as strongly in the value and importance of the trades and other skilled labor jobs. These jobs, which I am proud to have held myself, offer a clear path to solid earnings and the middle class, both of which are crucial to our counties and our nation's success. That's why we are committed to creating and offering educational and training opportunities for everyone, not just those individuals who are college-bound. Rather than serving as fallbacks, the Middlesex County Vocational Technical Schools will be positioned as top choice, sought-after schools that prepare students to achieve their academic and professional goals. We are continuing to focus on our emerging and expanding industries, life sciences, food innovation, and autonomous technology, as identified in the Middlesex County Economic and Workforce Competitiveness Project led by Dr. Carl Van Horn of the Eldridge Center for Workforce Development in 2019. This important component of our Destination 2040 strategic plan continues to guide our investments at Middlesex College, the vocational tech schools, and the Office of Career Opportunity to ensure we are positioning our residents to take advantage of these growing economic opportunities. We are also investing in the community with initiatives designed to improve the overall well-being and quality of life of our county residents. An important focus of Destination 2040 is improving the safety of our communities. Each month and each day, Middlesex County drivers suffer injuries and even death on our roadways. Each of these accidents represents not only those who were killed or injured on our roads, but the pain of their families, friends, and neighbors. Each one is simply one too many. In an effort to make our roads and communities safer for all drivers, pedestrians, and cyclists, the County Department of Transportation will be launching an initiative called Vision Zero. Later this year, we will convene the first meeting of a Vision Zero task force in collaboration with our mayors and municipal stakeholders. Vision Zero is aimed at reducing the number and severity of motor vehicle crashes throughout Middlesex County. We are the first county in New Jersey to develop such a plan and will be positioned alongside other leading counties and cities around the world that have demonstrated a commitment to greatly reduce all preventable traffic deaths and serious injuries. And our Vision Zero initiative will be backed by data gathered in the field in our living laboratory, Data City. Using sensors on strips of roadway throughout New Brunswick, the data collected via Data City will be available for real-world research, helping us better understand the nature of accidents and work to prevent them in the future. Launching later this year, Data City will not only collect data to be used for the prevention of motor vehicle accidents, but will collect data points to be used by auto manufacturers and autonomous technology companies to further develop the science behind autonomous vehicles. Our main focal points of Destination 2040 are not only on the safety of our residents, but on their quality of life. In the coming year, the Middlesex County Utilities Authority, which is tasked primarily with responsible waste management throughout the county, will be putting a renewed focus on alternative energies that will have lasting impacts on the greater region. By exploring renewable energies like solar and wind and energy conversion technologies, the MCUA is embracing the future, all to the benefit of our environment and our taxpayers. With the well-being of our community at the forefront of all we do, this year we will continue to invest in the Middlesex County Telehealth Program and the Middlesex County Community Health Initiative. We officially launched the telehealth program last autumn with the goal of expanding access to telemedicine to all county residents. This community-based program began by focusing on education and accessible bilingual telemedicine choices to increase the use of telehealth services within the county's Latino community. Since its launch, over 20,000 visitors have visited the telehealth webpage on our county website, where they can access telemedicine information from our program partners, Hackensack Meridian Health, RWJ Barnabas Health, St. Peter's University Hospital, as well as our federally qualified healthcare centers and local doctors. The telehealth initiative grew out of a conversation that I had with Assemblywoman Lopez and Commissioner Ascona-Barber during the early days of the pandemic. We recognized the need to provide access to health care to residents for whom language or a lack of health insurance may be barriers to seeking and receiving health care. In the same vein, the Community Health Initiative was launched early this year to communicate crucial information regarding health care and other important county programs and services directly to our residents. Beginning with the field program in Perth Amboy, New Brunswick, and Carteret, members of the community health team have been going door to door to share information about programs such as our telehealth program, our vaccine programs for COVID-19, the flu, pneumonia, and other illnesses. The Middlesex County Emergency Rental Assistance Program for renters who are behind on their rent or utility bills due to the pandemic, Replenish, addressing food insecurity, MCAT, our free transportation services for the elderly and disabled, and other core important programs. The county launched the Community Health Team Initiative as a purposeful campaign designed to redefine how we communicate information to diverse and at-risk members of our population in their own language. To date, Middlesex County Community Health Team members have knocked on 30,000 doors in Middlesex County, made 90,000 phone calls, and spoken with 14,000 county residents. It is also important to note that both initiatives, the telehealth program and the community health team, were born out of and influenced by the 2020 census. To help ensure that every person was counted in the census, we've formed a complete count committee, which collaborated with and funded community and faith-based partners to engage in outreach. Together, we went door to door throughout the county, speaking with people in their language. We also devoted significant resources to multilingual public service campaigns with mail, digital, and television components, specifically targeting hard-to-count areas to boost participation. As a result, we had an incredibly high response rate of nearly 75%, with 20 out of our 25 municipalities surpassing their 2010 response rate. The 2020 census results reveal that Middlesex County now leads New Jersey counties on the state's diversity index, placing us in the top 20 most diverse counties in the nation. Overall, the census provided a more accurate perspective on the county's demographics. We saw significant growth in our Asian and Hispanic populations over the past 10 years and taught us the importance of communicating with diverse populations. We leveraged this knowledge and used it in the development of the county's telehealth program and community health team to great success. As we move forward in 2022, we are continuing to focus on building a better future for all members of the Middlesex County community. We are committed to ensuring that Middlesex County, a place where diversity, equity, and inclusion all truly come together, remains a place where everyone from every background feels a sense of real opportunity and true belonging. My colleagues and I on the board recognize the need to formally address these matters. As we discussed during our reorganization meeting in January, to help guide us in this area, my colleagues and I will be creating an office within the county's organizational structure dedicated to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging to help guide the county in identifying opportunities to shape policies and operations that will sharpen our focus on these crucial principles. To that end, I am pleased to announce that Middlesex County will partner with a professional firm to perform an evaluation of the county's internal and external functions, policies, and programs. This firm will issue a report of recommendations to the county regarding any relevant compliance areas and strategies to be implemented to better incorporate the principles of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging into the county. Looking internally at our own workforce, our goal is to ensure that every member of a protected group, whether that be based on gender, ethnicity, sexual orientation, religion, or veteran status, feel the same sense of belonging, be treated with the same respect, and have access to the same opportunities as their colleagues. Externally, our goal for this program is to identify opportunities to build upon and to continue to support our entire community. For example, we expect the recommendations which this report will generate to include how we can best support small businesses, or businesses which are minority-owned, women-owned, or veteran-owned, including through the county's own purchasing practices. We want to be sure that every single resident feels respected, valued, and at home in our county. As you can see, we have big plans for 2022. But thanks to the hard work of our entire Board of County Commissioners and every single county employee, we are in a position to bring those plans to fruition, making Middlesex County the best place to live, work, and play. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. But one of the last things I'd like to mention, as you can see, this beautiful facility, which was a collaboration of the work that obviously the mayor of Carteret and his team have done, but also the investments that the Board of Commissioners continue to make in the arts and culture. So if you have an opportunity after this to walk around, explore the facility, it's one of the many commitments that this board continues to make on behalf of all the residents of Middlesex County. And again, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, we want to thank you for joining us today, for sharing and understanding what the commissioners are looking to do relative to serving its residents. And it's really summed up in the flags behind us. You've heard it in Commissioner Director's speech relative to that we are community. We are innovation. We are opportunity, and more importantly, we are Middlesex County. And together, under the leadership of Commissioner Director Rios and the entire board, we will continue to lead in serving the residents of Middlesex County. And also I want to make mention, also joining us today is Commissioner Clary, Lascona Barbara. And again, I know I speak on behalf of everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to continue working on behalf of all the residents of Middlesex County. Thank you so very much.